Hi guys, my name is Anton Lemmens and today we're gonna see how to find a product to sell. Because for many people who want to start with e-commerce, this is actually a big obstacle. They don't have a clue, or you might not have a clue, what to sell, how to start, what could be a good product idea. And in this video, we're gonna dig deeper into that, and it can give you ideas how to start or what to look for. One of the first things you have to start doing if you want to start selling a product on e-commerce is you have to shift your mindset. It might sound as a cliche, but actually you have to start thinking like a manufacturer. If you hold a product in your hands, start thinking, how did the manufacturer made it? Was it a difficult process to make? Was it handmade? Would it be expensive to manufacture? Are there many manufacturers needed for this specific product? Would it be easy to find a manufacturer for that? This can go for all products that you see, actually. I'm seeing here in front of me a keyboard, or I'm seeing here a bottle. It has a brand on it, but is the brand really the manufacturer, or did they source it from some company somewhere overseas? Because this is very much the case, even more than you would realize. So it happens a lot that actually a company pretends to be the manufacturer of a product, but actually they just have it manufactured by another company. This is simply how it works today. Yet somehow people believe, if they see a brand, that this brand means that they manufacture it themselves. If you see an iPhone, people believe that it was made by an iPhone factory somewhere, but actually this iPhone was just manufactured by another company. And this is the truth with almost all products, actually. Yet you want to make people believe that with a brand that you literally are the manufacturer of this product. I mean, there's plenty of examples like that. Like, take almost all big sports brands. They are almost all manufactured by external companies overseas. It also means that we don't need our own production plant for our own product. We can just find a manufacturer who can make it for us and put our brand on this product. You can also think about where it was made. You can also check if you actually can have your own product made in your own country. It's always a bonus, yet it's not always possible, and it can be that it's very expensive to make it in your own country. Not only is it very expensive, it can just be very hard to source it in your own country. It can be hard and expensive to even have a sample made. These are all things that you have to keep in mind as you were a manufacturer yourself. Would it make sense to have it made in your own country, or would you better go to China and have it manufactured there? Then there's actually two ways to start your own products. One way could be if you already have an idea for a product. It can be that you're doing a hobby and you're using existing products, and actually you're quite an expert in this. You understand why a certain product is good or bad, and perhaps you know how it can be improved. A big bonus there is that you're the expert in this. So you know if you're gonna make a small improvement, this could actually be pretty big. And it can be that one product, existing product, if you added small improvements and you bring it on the market for the same price, you actually already have a winning product. If clients think the same like you, have the same expertise, they're gonna want your product. But it's not always true. I mean, I know there's tons of people that think they have a brilliant idea for a new product. And you should always avoid to fall in love with your own product. You should always be able to abandon a product idea. It should just be business without much emotions. So actually you should actually be sex buddies with your product. I mean, you should just use it for your own gain, but you should also be able to break off everything if that's necessary. Do not have love involved into the relation with your products. Sex only. So be very, very strict with this. is there a reason that this product is not on the market? It could be that you think you have an amazing idea and you find it's not there yet, doesn't exist. I mean, it could be that it's for a good reason that it's not there. It might be that it's only you who think that this product should exist, while other people have different ideas. So perhaps there's simply too little demand. That's why it's actually a good approach to see if there's an existing product already and where you can simply add an improvement. Also make sure that the improvement you want to add, that it's not a large cost. For example, I'm doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu myself. I wear a gi, and it could, for example, be a nice improvement if the gi was entirely lined inside. It would be more comfortable, it would be nicer to wear. That would be a nice improvement. This is some way how you can improve a product without a big cost. I would also say that some people have an idea for a product, they check the market if it's already there, they see one player and they drop out already. I mean, it's a good sign. If there's one player in the market, it means this player is alone. But this player might have good sales. So it might actually be a good thing to enter this market. It's like I said earlier in one of my earlier videos, you don't necessarily need to have the biggest share of the pie. You can just have like one small slice. If you have a slightly different approach than your competitors, it could still be interesting for clients to choose your product over your competitors. Then there's also many people that have absolutely no idea which product they would sell. Well, for them, I would say start with the manufacturer mindset, and from then on, start actually developing your idea muscle in your head. And I would just propose to write every idea that comes to your mind. And you can kind of push this, that you have like multiple ideas per day, but just write everything down. Even if you think it's a bad idea, write it down. And it could be that these ideas somehow get together. You could have like a great new approach or great new product. So simply writing down every idea you have, it's actually a very good start. Some people ask me, do you really need to have expertise about a niche or a product you want to start selling? And my answer is simply no. You don't need to be an expert in the industry you want to sell, but it might be good to become one. So in my niche, when I started selling my product, I was absolutely no expert in this. I didn't even know this product existed. I started just doing research myself, searching on the internet. I was asking suppliers about different types of material and why some products were differently treated than others. You can also find a ton of information in all kinds of Facebook groups or forums or Reddits. I mean, there's so much information about products to be found just on the internet. So you don't need an expertise, but you can learn it very easily these days. Also, if you don't have an idea, just keep in mind we're creating a new brand. And brands are more and more fractured these days. And they keep fracturing more and more. What I mean by that is, take for example, Nike. They started with running shoes, and that was their niche, running shoes. They started, if I'm not mistaken, in the 60s. But by now, simply the niche of running shoes is immensely fractured. There's not just one type of running shoe anymore. There's so many different types. There's trail shoes. There's shoes for endurance races. There's triathlon shoes. There's tons of different shoes. And that's a good thing, because if a niche fractures, it's actually an opportunity for us. If we want to create a new brand, we can actually go into a very small niche that is right now perhaps dominated by a big brand. But those big brands, they cannot be the experts in every niche. They're trying hard. I mean, personally, I would not start to compete in a niche where a Nike or a Adidas is in. But this is just like a big scale example. There are many examples like that. So if you pop up with a brand that is specifically for one niche, that could be very interesting. In the end, this is how brands like Gymshark or Under Armour started a couple of years ago. They didn't exist 20 years ago. They just popped up the last years, and they focused on a certain niche where even big brands were also. But they decided to have a slightly different approach, and they became big. If you have no idea what to sell still, do not start searching on Alibaba. It's the worst approach to find a product. There's tons and tons of manufacturers and products on Alibaba. They just create products, they throw it on the market, and they hope it's gonna sell. Where I started, it's actually the other way around. I started searching on Amazon. When I started searching for a product, I kept in my head to find the most boring product I could find. I was searching for a product where if I would tell people what I'm selling, they could not believe that I'm making money with it. And to be honest, this is the case today. If I tell people what I'm selling, people find it very hard to believe that I'm making a living out of that. So this is actually the kind of product you have to find. If you keep with unsexy products, it's even better. The less sexy a product is, the less chance there will be other competitors who also want to sell it. I mean, everybody wants a sexy business. Before I started selling on Amazon, I also thought I wanted a cool business. I didn't want to bother by selling stuff on Amazon. No, I wanted to have something sexy and something cool. But there's a lot of players in the sexy and cool businesses, but there's more money to be made in the boring and unsexy niches. So I would always go for boring and unsexy. So what I would suggest is just to go to Amazon and you click in the categories and you click as far as you can get and see what you can find. See, it might give you an idea, and find something with a selling price with at least $50 to $80. It's a good start. To find a product on Amazon, I'm gonna make one video only about this. So be sure to follow my channel, and yeah, just follow my channel for more videos about this, for the upcoming videos. Thanks.